Mtazamaji, sasa tulidhani kwamba mambo yangekuwa vizuri. Because of what? At this moment, when we heard about bipartisan, we thought like something good was coming out from the committee. So, welcome back again. Nataka tuweze kuangazia masuala mawili matatu kwa sababu yale masuala ambayo yanaendelea kuibuka, because you know what we wanted as the country is peace. But at the moment, it seems like the two teams, there is pressure inside of the two teams. I mean what? The two teams, when the leaders meet, they talk different. But wakimit na wase wengine, vitu zina change. Before niende nikuje nikwambie the next analysis, but I want to tell you why. This government of William Samuel Ruto wanted to end this era and terror, whatever. I can call it terror because I'm sorry to use that term, but it is terror maandamanos. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know this war, automatically, the person who is to lose this war is Dr. William Samuel Ruto and his colleagues. Because of what? When maandamano ikifanywa, the likely person ni kupoteza ni raisi. Kwa sababu gani? Huyu ambaye anafanya maandamano, of course atapata hasara, lakini si kubwa sana. Kwa sababu gani? Ya wale ambao wafuasi labda ndio watapata injuries, wengine watakufa wachache. Lakini yeye kibinafsi hata umia ama nitia gasi tu atakunya peke yake. But according to this, the person who will be affected directly ni William Samuel Ruto. Reason number one, when maandamano ikifanywa, you must make a budget. Lazima kuwe na tear gas za kutosha. So I mean this, wakati unataka kudisperse watu wanafanya maandamano, lazima ununue tear gas za kutosha. Kama kwa story kwa unajua tear gas si kitu yenye inaweza stock inaishanga, is something like unafanya budget ya wakati fulani, because hii ni kitu inakujanga tu once abrupt until the date of expiry date. That is the moment you get this expiry date, na unapata labda wanaweza tupa au replace zingine, but kama walikuwa wamepatchet kiasi fulani, hiyo kiasi ndio itatumika. What do I mean? So if mambo na picketing demonstrations zinaenda kufanyika zaidi ya mwezi miwili mitatu, lazima ufanye budget ya tear gas za kutosha. Number 2, fuel. Lazima uweke fuel ya kufanya nini? Ya kufueli zile magari za maafisa wa polisi ambao watakuwa wanatembelea, ambulances ambazo zinakuwa zinatembea na watu ama na maskari. Because of what? To make sure kwamba unashughulikia wananchi. Kwa sababu it is constitutional that you give security to those people who are demonstrating and picketing. So you can't give security if you are working. You will need at least vehicles to transport those officers or to transport the injured persons. So you see the person who is getting the stress. Number 3, when you talk about tear gas, fuel, you must talk about what the budget of these officers who are running these demonstrations. You must. You see, the likely person kupoteza ni William Samoei Ruto, because it's the state, is the head of the state. When you are the head of the state, you start losing money. Zile pesa za kila siku, pesa za kutengeneza kwa siku. Like the deputy president Gachagua told us on the first demonstrations that the country almost ilipoteza zaidi ya 2 billion Kenyan shillings. You know, this is the money which is being made from being made a day. 2 billion tumepoteza, and yet you want a budget. So this money 2 billion zikipotea na pato zinahitajika kwa budget, tunapata hasara. So we lose pesa za kununua tear gas, za kununua mafuta ya gari, za maybe kupatiana vitu zingine na tena tunapoteza zingine za kufanya nini, za siku kutengeneza kutokana kwa siku, so that you can get money to add to our budget. Another thing that the likely thing that the government will lose is investment. The investors from outside the country, they will not come to the country where there is chaos, there is no business, there is no nothing. Nobody wants to set a business where there is chaos. When there is a chaos in a certain state, there is no development, there is no business which is taking place. If you take, for example, Ukraine and Russia, you can see what is happening. The economy just jumped up for a short period of time because of war. Fertilizers went high. You see, everything just went high, like fuel. You heard people saying about Ukraine and Russia. Because of what? Because of war. I'm not saying that these demonstrations are like war. Because of what? The kind of demonstrations we had been seeing from previous days is totally different from the demonstrations that we are seeing today. Because you saw people being whatever, attacking business, doing everything, police attacking journalists. So it is like it is war, because there is something that people wanataka kufanya na hawataki wajulikane. If you say something like this one, and na investor ambaye alikuwa anataka kukuja kuweka investments in that country, na anaona kwa news there is chaos every day, there is no business which is taking place every day. Now it means that you don't want to go and waste your money, because either unaweza weka business ama investment kwa hiyo country na upoteze pesa zako, biashara ichomeke, iharibike na iweze kuporwa. So when these reasons ambazo ukiziangalia, the reasons that's why the president looked upon and said, let's have a dialogue. And the dialogue was bipartisan. But I don't know, when these people missed in church, automatically we knew they had a meeting to solve the issue. All of a sudden we had them priving the nation. The president came out. He requested the Raila Odinga to stop picketing and demonstrations, of which the Raila Odinga responded positively. But again, today I'm coming to show you, and the reason why the Raila Odinga rejected the request of William Samuel Ruto. But allow me to tell you this. If the pressure inside the two teams, kama hawatapunguza hii pressure, something na watu wataumia ni wa Kenya. Common mwananchi, an ordinary person, ordinary Kenyan, you must suffer. Because of what? The people who are fighting already, they have something to eat. Believe me not, William Ruto anaweza nunua unga kwa bei yote, anaweza nunua unga ya industry yote. Raila Odinga can buy unga at any cost. But those ones, the core principles from the two teams, they can afford to buy anything at any cost. But the pressure which they have inside, is the pressure that pressuring, I don't know kama kizungu iko sawa, pressuring the leaders of the two teams. And let me tell you this. Kama ile upande mwingine, William Samoei Ruto, Kimani Ichung'wah, Rigathi Gachagua, Ndini Nyoro, and others, kama watarudisha pride chini na wasikize wa Kenya, wasikize the other side, kitaumana. And I don't see if there is something bad here. Just sitting down and agree to talk. People talk. Accept to talk. Have a dialogue. Like the one which the William Samoei Ruto yenye ambayo iliformiwa na Kofi Annan. By then you were there. You were there. You knew what you mulisungumza. But again, for this one, if you want to solve the issue, then have a dialogue. That by